electronicadditions.net, where we are a consumer electronics brand and we provide value to our customers by having them save time and money. All right. So without further ado, I'm just going to move forward over here. All right. We have best robot vacuums for pet hair. All right. Guys, if you have a dog, you know how, and pets, if you have a cat or any pet that sheds hair, you know how annoying it could be. Here's the vacuums over here. And, let's just click into it. Some of you guys probably are sick and tired of sweeping the floor or using a Swiffer, but this can obviously be of use to you. So you have the Bissell Spin Wave wet and dry robotic vacuum. So it looks like these vacuums are actually expensive. This is not the price I was expecting for the vacuums to be. Um, I guess they're a little bit more on the pricier side. But again, if you're actually, it's a wet and dry robotic vacuum cleaner. So I guess it's, actually cleaning the actual floor, right? So, depending on the material of the floor you have, so maybe if you have carpet or if you have hardwood, maybe some vacuums are more expensive because they adjust to both. So, there's different vacuums. Right, so the robotic vacuums on this list range from 200 to 1,000, with most expensive options offering premium features like artificial intelligence-based obstacle avoidance technology, roving home security cameras so you can watch your pet when you're out of the house, and even the ability to empty their own dustbin so you don't have to come in contact with what's inside. Of course, each of these vacuums is also good pet cleaning pet hair, right? Like I told you guys before, particularly from carpeting, which can be more difficult than hardwood or tile, right? And obviously it shows you, what pets do. And you guys, if you have a dog, if you guys are pet owners, you guys know, or even a cat, that just is crazy. So that can be of use to you. Um, Very, very useful. Next up, we got the Microsoft, right? Microsoft Xbox Series X. Let's see what they say. They're saying that the Series X supply will stay low until at least April, right? So that's kind of crazy. And Xbox Series X, according to many sources, was Microsoft's best ever console launch. So if this supply is staying low, that is definitely kind of ridiculous. And hopefully they're in the comings to making new ones. They're in the process of making new ones, but Xbox Series X, supply is likely to pick up until the next financial quarter, according to Microsoft. In an earnings call last night, the company's CFO, Army Hood, told investors that it expects significant demand for the consoles throughout the next few months, but the supply was constrained until at least to the end of the quarter, which ends March 31st. That means if you're hoping to get a new Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S before April, you're likely to struggle, right? On the plus side, however, it's been a good year for Microsoft, who told investors that thanks to the launch of its new consoles, hardware revenue was up 86%. Of course, in fact, those console launches resulted in company CEO Satya Nadella claimed was the company's best launch ever, the most devices ever sold in launch month. On top of that, there are now 18 million Game Pass subscribers, up 3 million in the last 3 months, and more than 100 million people using Xbox Live every single month, right? So the supply difficulties affecting Microsoft will come as no great surprise to anyone trying to bag themselves a new console. Both Xbox Series X stock and PS5 stock have uh, extremely, have proved extremely hard to come by since the console's launches in November, which new shipments being snapped up seriously quickly wherever they appear. So pretty much, guys, it's going to be hard to get an Xbox Series X or S until after April, right? It's going to be a struggle. That is what Microsoft is saying. Okay, that's what they're saying. That's what sources are saying, right? So we for people that love Xbox lovers, you're going to have to wait a little bit, right? Or go to another retailer that can find it better for you, right? And, you know, there's plenty of them out there for sure. Maybe if you check Amazon, you can even check Best Buy, and definitely, of course, you can definitely check with us. So the best NBA streaming services for 2021. The best ways to stream the NBA Finals, guys. The NBA Finals is coming up very soon, right? So, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, we've thought about COVID and how it affected the NBA even a couple years ago, or even last year. And like, even the NBA was kind of on shutdown the year before, I believe. And it's just the NBA, the season's just been really the timing's been really weird, especially for the last couple years up until now. But I mean, honestly, hey, there people are still watching. So we got some fans up here. I'm definitely an NBA fan. We're definitely NBA fans for sure. And 2020 to 2021 NBA season well underway. Um, so in this guide, we pick up the best streaming services for NBA fans, cover everything you need to know and watching regular season basketball games, right? So pretty much you got Hulu, you got YouTube TV, you got Fubo TV, Sling TV as well. And look at these. So, you can check out the different prices. Um, some might be better for you, right? You got AT&T TV as well, and that's amazing, right? You also got the best streaming services, right? So let's click into that. So if you guys didn't know about that, maybe put that on your list. If you can't stream on one service, there's multiple, right? So you got Hulu, you got YouTube TV, Prime Video, Fubo TV. You also have DAZN, CBS All Access has sports, ESPN Plus, of course, that's one of the main ones, AT&T TV. So, there's sports streaming services along these networks. And obviously, pick the one that's going to be great for you. I mean, all of these guys, I feel like, are very competent and very good in their streaming services. Some may be better than others, but honestly, that's going to be up to you. All right, so stream the NBA Finals on any of those networks. We also have AirPod Alternatives, the best true wireless earbuds for 2021. Okay, so let's see. I've heard and seen that there's other wireless headphones such as the Beats Pro, which is a better alternative than AirPods, right? But there's also other ones too. So let's just definitely take a look and see, right? And these are the picks. You got Anchor Soundcore Liberty Air, which are definitely way cheaper than AirPod Pros and even AirPods. Remember, AirPods, the first ones were $100. So Anchor Soundcore Liberty Air, this is $65. You have Apple AirPod Pros, this is $200. You also have Bose Quiet Comfort Earbuds, right, which are $279. You have the Jabra Elite Active 75T, and those are really nice headphones as well, which are 172, right? And they're a little bit more expensive than the actual original AirPods. Still less expensive than the AirPod Pros, but definitely sound quality and everything competes and does better, right? You got the One Plus Buds, which are just $75, right? Or even just 79 at its original retailer store. You also have the Sinister CX400BT, $100, and all these other ones, the Tribit Flybuds, $40. Bang and Olufsen, you have 344. Now these ones are definitely more expensive, but these could definitely be more quality, and even they even look definitely quality for sure. And like I was saying before, the Beats Power Beats Pro, right? So those go for 175. You got the Harman Kardon Fly TWS. And you got other ones as too, the Jaybirds, and you got so much, guys, alternatives. And obviously, if you guys are watching this, you guys know, and if you guys follow us, you guys know that we sell those on our website as well. Other types of headphones that are better alternatives as well. So um, you know um, Apple is a great company, and it's a great uh, it's a great headphone. It's great AirPods. Apple AirPods are great, but there are other alternatives that people like. All right, we got cameras, best SLR and mirrorless cameras for beginners. So if you're a beginner, this is definitely going to be for you. Some of you guys are maybe photographers. Some of you guys want to be photographers. Some of you guys are just starting. Maybe, you guys are a little bit nervous to get in the camera game because they're too kind of complicated. So this is the best SLR mirrorless cameras for beginners, right? So this is the 8 top picks. We got the Fujifilm X-T200, right? So those go for $800. And you got to take into consideration, guys, cameras are pretty expensive, okay? They're very expensive, and you got to be making sure that you're taking one that fits you, right? And so if one fits your partner but it doesn't fit you, right? Definitely take one that fits more comfortable for you, right? And the resolutions is they're all very good, some better than others, but overall they're all very good. So if you take that into consideration as a beginner, you're just looking for a nice camera you've never really had before, something that could take really nice, pictures and videos. You have, the Sony Alpha 7, right? And you have the Canon EOS RP, which goes for 1,000. This goes for 1,400. Nikon D3500 goes for 500. Olympus Pen EPL9 goes for 600. You got the Nikon, which is a very well-known brand, D35,000, 3,500 for 500. Olympus as well, Fujifilm, Canon, which is a well-known brand. All these brands are very well-known, and they're very, very good in what they deliver, right? They're very, very good. So, either way, whichever one you pick, even if it's, say, if you're trying to save money, you're still going to get a high quality camera at the end of the day. And we also do provide those in our web store, and you can check that out at electronicadditions.net as well. We also have the Amazon Alexa starts proactively making decisions for you, right? So um, some of you guys in the home technology in the home tech space know that voice is a big thing, right? It's not even just in the home tech space, it's just voice technology, right? So voice is a big thing, and there's different devices that have voice programmed into them, and Alexa is one of them. The other device, the other one is Google, right? So you have the Google Home or the Google Home Mini. And that voice device is actually, or was actually a little bit more sophisticated in where you can set up your voice device and say, hey, Google, turn off the lights, right? Hey, Google, open the TV. Hey, Google, open the Xbox. Hey, Google, you can configure the voice device to wherever you are in your area you're in to actually perform physical activities. So now I guess Amazon Alexa starts proactively making decisions for you, which is a definitely an update where Amazon did you know, hopefully is doing the best that they can. And I really do believe that, Jeff Bezos would go in on this for sure. If you guys don't know who Jeff Bezos is, the owner of Amazon, so I'm pretty sure Amazon is going to hook up something that's going to be very, updated, maybe similar or even better than Google's. So customers can choose to have the virtual assistant proactively control compatible devices from robot vacuums to thermostats when it deems necessary. right? So that's pretty dope. That is pretty dope, right? And so Amazon Alexa knows that actions speak louder than words, which is why it automatically complete tasks without you having to ask. Hunches rolled out last year, reminding users to lock front door or turn off the basement light if Alexa senses you forgot. A recent update, however, lets customers choose to have the virtual assistant proactively control compatible devices, instinctively starting the robot vacuum, which we just reviewed in the beginning, right, of this episode, guys, or adjusting the thermostat when it deems necessary. So if you have a home thermostat, you can adjust it. You know, I was just, fixing, our thermostat. I was just fixing my thermostat actually not too long ago. So that's actually really cool to know, So I could say, hey, Alexa, turn the heat down to, 74 or 73 or 68, Hey, Alexa. That's pretty cool. Customers can choose to have Alexa proactively act on hunches without needing to ask. Amazon says that means customers have few things to think about at home so they can spend their time on more meaningful things. And that's very true because let me tell you guys, we are in a um, tech and digital realm society now. And so a lot of the things that we are doing, a lot of work, a lot of communication requires technology. And even work and things to do with, your actual health and healthcare and politics and government stuff like that requires technology, and we're always being bombarded with information in our brains. So having this piece of technology would definitely help, the average consumer, the average person, not have to worry about having to go up to go change the thermostat or waking up at night, or if they have it next to their bed or next, in the other room, they can just yell, "Hey, Alexa," and it have it proactively act, right? But let's watch this video. Let's see what it actually does, right? So let's see what it.
Hunches is an Alexa feature that can help you control compatible devices in your home, like lights, thermostats, and vacuums, by learning about your daily habits. For example, if Alexa has a hunch you left a light on before you went to bed, Alexa can either let you know or automatically turn it off for you. If you usually leave a certain light on, Alexa will too. Hunches make every day easier. You can give Alexa permission to take automatic actions right in the Alexa app. That means instead of turning down the heat or starting the robot vacuum before you leave for work, you can just walk out the door. Alexa can take care of the rest. Whether you have a single smart bulb or a fully connected home, it's a simple way Alexa can help make every day more convenient. Just think about all the things you won't have to think about.
That's amazing. That's even more than I really thought it was, right, guys? So the hunches, that's amazing, okay? That's amazing. And so to learn more about Alexa hunches, this feature is enabled by default but can be disabled in the Alexa app via more settings hunches. It's currently limited to smart locks, lights, plugs, thermostats. However, a company spokesperson told Gizmodo that users may start to receive hunches from Alexa based on how you typically use other connected devices. And Amazon in November introduced a skill that Alexa infer customers' latent goals, requests you didn't even know you wanted to make. Wow. Ask how long it takes steep tea, for instance. And the latent goal could be setting timer for steeping a cup of tea. Um, Alexa might suggest 5 minutes is a good place to start. Then follow up by asking if you want to set a 5 minute timer. Wow. So that's pretty cool. The function currently in English in the US improves with use. Regularly ask about the daily weather forecast, and Alexa could one day automatically offer advice about an umbrella or sunscreen. That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. So this hunches settings, guys, all in all, it's amazing. It's going to make decisions for you, so it's going to follow your habits. It's going to track your habits. That's a lot of good. That's a lot of, interesting, you know, um, play by Alexa right there too, because now you don't have to really even think. But on the flip side, let's hope that privacy is definitely, secured at its highest level, and not, something not bugging out or anything like that. But I think most of all, I think it's very personal. I think it's very good because each person, I feel like, as a bias, like each person would have their own Alexa. So there's each person would have their different senses in the house. And so, you know, I think it would be very hard to even infiltrate that. Plus, Amazon actually has its own cloud anyway, so they're very, very secure on their servers too. Um, Amazing. That's amazing, guys. That's awesome. So here's 25 Google Maps tricks you could know, right? You can check this article out too, and these articles at our Twitter page, Electronic Addy 7, as you can see over here. As I'm hovering it over here, you can check this out. You can type it in on Twitter and add us on Twitter for daily updates on tech, news, and also software, security, privacy, and updates. And also deals on our latest products at electronicadditions.net. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll definitely leave a link in the description below so you can subscribe to our various social media channels and keeping up with tech updates that we bring to you on a daily basis and inform you of what's going on. We definitely want you guys to be informed, and to use your tech wisely and just to be informed on just the latest things that happen. As you know, we're living in a fast society, and so keeping up on the latest information is key. And so we hope you guys